Life and death. Life. 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 Death. Death. Life. Life.
Welcome, everybody. I have a periodic case of laryngitis, but I'm going to work through that today because I want to do a dive on an article posted by Occam's Razor on X, and he is sourcing a Barrows v46229 for finding this article written in 1996 on what is called a what is called the Earth Mother Sacred Language. Now, what it's describing is it's describing the nature of an original language code, and that most of the things that we use for the word devil all represent the same thing, which is sun god. And it is the functional heart of my work when I talk about mythologies that I didn't know I was doing it, but I am very much translating Earth Mother Sacred Language. And I have several videos on the subject. And I began this, I don't know, probably 3-4 years ago. And I did a video series that I call Mythology 101 through, I think I did, and there's like 16 or 17 total. And what I began to see, I see for a very specific reason. It is that I see similarities at a very high level. And so I began seeing the similarity amongst the words, amongst the characters, amongst the ideas being portrayed within the mythology. And what I was able to do is I was able to read the Earth Mother Sacred Language behind the mythology. And this isn't to say that I get 100% of it right. By no means am I authoritative on the subject of mythology at all. But, you know, it's sort of like people are just good at math, right? And some people can just really, come here. And some people can just really pick up on it, you know? And that's all I'm doing is my ability to see similarities allowed me to pick up on the Earth Mother Sacred Language in a functional way. And not only is it important to kind of look at the entire phenomenon of our mythologies and religions from this Earth Mother Sacred Language, translation. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about what this gentleman has said in this article that not only supports the thesis that the myths and legends around the world represent many things, and the reason they're using the same language is they all represent the formation of the sun, the planets, the moon, right? All of these are the stories being told, which we recognize already. We already recognize that Aphrodite represents Venus. We already recognize that Athena, to some degree, represents the earth. We all recognize that Mars is, a variety of characters, including Ares and Mangala, as I'll talk about today. All of these are anthropomorphizations. All of these are anthropomorphizations of the concept of gods. And in part because, as this paper, talks about, Dr. John White, talks about, is that there are functional keys written into the language, and most of them are Latin, or rather what we call Proto-Indo-European. And so if you hear him talk about the Proto-Indo-European language, it is what's considered the primary language to a whole family of languages. And it's that language that we are going to explore in this video with this article that he's written. So, bear with me. I'm going to read the whole thing. The language of Earth Mother Sacred Language. The discovery of Mother Earth's sacred language, EMSL, leads rather naturally to the type of research application where a number of words relating in meaning, usage, and interpretation have been found to have some unrecognizable linguistic commonality. If so, then we can recognize the possibility that the word originators in various cultures were aware of a system of naming used by scientists, used by the ancients, which we now refer to as EMSL. Tradition is a powerful regulator of rational behavior. This operative custom for many culture topics is, quote, if it isn't many, If so, then we can recognize the possibility that the word originators in these various cultures were aware of the system of naming used by the ancients, which we now refer to as EMSL. Tradition is a powerful regulator of rational behavior. The operative custom for many culture topics is, if it isn't broken, don't fix it. This attribute should not hold for many modern languages.